It's amazing how many times the Lord, either in parable or in circumstance, evokes the notion of hiding things. We have a couple of key parables. The person who finds the pearl of great price finds it kind of in a farmer's field, and it says, bury it again and then go and collect all you have and purchase the field. Or there's the 3 servants in the parable of the talents. Remember, the third one with just the 1 talent buries it, keeps it hidden until the master returns. Then there are obviously the number of times we hear it, Jesus wants to go off by himself. He wants to just be alone. He wants to retreat from things. He wants to just kind of hide himself. Now, it's an important image, and it's one we need to unpack, because left to my own kind of lived interpretation, my lived experience becoming the interpretation, and I could venture to guess there would be many of you on board with me here. Have you ever hidden anything and then forgotten where you hid it? Because you put it in that place where you'd never forget. And we pretty quickly forgot it. Or at least forgot kind of that connection of one thing to the next to the next. I would put it here because if I'm thinking this, I would consider that, and that would be the logical place for it. But we hide it, and it becomes inaccessible, at least for a time. The parable today, or the way Jesus explains that process, to talk about the Father being in secret twice, and then the third one, that the Father is hidden. That's unusual language. We would think that Jesus would say the Father's obvious to us. We would think that Jesus would make clear that he is present. He's incarnate. He sent his only Son. And therefore, nothing is hidden. But there's something about the language that's necessary to use. He talks in another place, what is hidden from the learned and the clever is revealed to the childlike. There's something about things that are hidden. So, what do? When I consider hidden and secret, I look up the etymology of the word. And secret, we kind of have this aura around it. Secret comes from the same Latin root as separated. A part is pulled off and kind of kept on its own. Thus, you don't know the whole thing. You don't know the entirety. You don't know the fullness. Some portion is kept apart from the rest. But it's still important. It's just a portion of what's necessary. It's just a key element of what's necessary. And so then, when Jesus moves into this process of finding what's hidden, or at least doing things to overcome the gap between where we are and where the things in hiding or in secret are, he gives us 3 examples, 3 manners to kind of go through, where did I leave that? Where did I leave that? He gives us the examples of prayer, penance, and almsgiving. They're powerful and purposeful methods to overcome where we are and, in the sense that we've lost track of something. Now, he was speaking to the grand picture of the Israelite people had lost track of their relationship with God from the first fall through just the whole manner of their exile and their reaction to it. They had begun to just kind of hide in a certain place their God, their Lord. And guess what? It seems they forgot where they hid him. But with prayer. I don't know if it's some cosmic game of Marco Polo. Lord, where are you? Lord, where are you? But essentially that's what prayer is. Prayer is that engagement of ourselves just asking, just speaking. Lord, where are you? Eventually we'll get an answer. It can be the different formats. Maybe the challenge is that after a while we kind of get sedentary and set. Well, I pray this way all the time. Yeah, but I thought I always knew where I put that thing. Maybe this Lenten season you'll try something new in prayer. More, different, something maybe that's a little more challenging. If you don't pray the rosary, pray the rosary. If you do pray the rosary, try Lectio Divina. Open the scriptures. Just randomly open it. Or pick the readings for the Sunday to come. Talk to the Lord. Ask where the Lord is. Here's the catch. Listen for an answer. Listen for an answer. And by that, that's looking, that's watching, that's paying attention. Prayer is a way to find what is hidden. Penance. Penance. Penance is that manner, as we sit here today, and I hope you're all a little bit hungry right now, is removing something that's a distraction. One of the most humorous lines in all of cinema, all of movies, was from Ghostbusters when Harold Ramis said, "Shh, smell that?" You ever notice when you are looking for something, you're looking. You turn off the radio, you turn off the TV. Because even though, that doesn't affect the way I see things, that doesn't affect the way I smell things, that doesn't, but I have to remove the distractions. I have to step back from that which keeps me from looking effectively, looking sufficiently, looking closely. Maybe that's removing chocolate. Maybe that's removing different things. But maybe it's just saying, I need to remove a distraction from my life. Maybe a number of them during my Lenten path of searching for what is hidden and what the Lord has kept secret. Not in a malicious way, but what we have hidden and what we've kept secret. Take out something that is the distraction that keeps you from being able to find it. The internet, Netflix, going out, with friends every night. Whatever it is. Eliminate the distractions, even though they don't seem quite on point to how you have to find it. Oh, Father, what this or that doesn't affect my relationship with God. Shh, smell that? Something is a distraction, even though it's not directly in that sense of what you're doing. So prayer and penance. Almsgiving is the process of looking for something by seeking the help of others to find it. We know from the scriptures that the Lord is in the poor. We know from the scriptures that the Lord is in the downtrodden. We know from the scriptures that the Lord is, in those who are set aside and pushed aside. And if we've forgotten where we've left the Lord in our life, there's a place to go. He tells us about it. He prepares us to understand him in that way. And so in this Lenten season, if we want to overcome how forgetful we've become about where we hid the Lord, where we secreted him away in our daily lives, let us then go to where he last told us he would be. On the outskirts and the peripheries, away from the distractions. When Jesus uses an example, essentially the same word twice and a third word that means almost the same thing, when he uses it 3 times in a row, it's meaningful. It means something. And to say that God the Father is secret, God the Father is secret, God the Father is hidden. What stronger clues do we need? We need to go find him. We need to find the Lord. And it's not because the Lord hides himself. It's not because Jesus hides himself. It's not because the Holy Spirit hides himself, I think. It's because we've hidden him away, pushed him away, locked him away, shut him off. And now, when you've got to find that tax document that you got on January 1st and now it's April 15th and I knew I put it in the right spot, and somehow it ends up on the bookshelf in between the encyclopedias, It was by T for taxes. Lent is the time when there's a certain urgency to find what we've hidden. And with prayer, we can ask the Lord's help. With penance, we can remove the distractions. And with almsgiving, we can go to where the Lord told us he would be. Make the most of this Lenten journey. Find in a new and more profound way what you've hidden. The faith given you in baptism, renewed for you in every sacrament, the faith given you by Christ, and the promise Christ made to you in his death and resurrection. Find that in these next 40 days. Blessings to you.